True Rotala indica is not very well known as aquarium plant. At the moment is it labeled as Ammonia sp. Bonsai, and Rotala sp. Bonsai, as the trade names, but its flowers have helped identify it correctly as R. indica. The name Rotala indica has been known in the aquarium hobby for a long time, but it was erroneously used for the totally different species Rotala rotundifolia. The unique appearance of Rotala indica can best be described as compact miniature version of Bacopa caroliniana. R. indica is a slow grower. Under a lot of light the shoot tips and stems turn reddish. With its straight hardly ramified thick stems and its roundish leaves it is best planted in a group in the fore or middle ground of a tank. Rotala indica is especially suitable for smaller aquaria, but a large group of this plant may look nice in a bigger tank, too. Good lighting, at least 0.5 with liter, and an ample supply of CO2 and nutrients need to be made sure. Moreover, R. indica should not be planted in the shade. There is quite a bit of confusion around the name Rotala indica in aquaristics. The reason for this is that in 1960, Rotala rotundifolia was imported under the erroneous name, Rotala indica. Even today, especially reddish forms of the very variable R. rotundifolia are sold as Rotala indica in trade. True R. indica, however, is a completely different species that does not play a very important role as aquarium plant. Only recently, the plant sold as Ammonia sp. Bonsai has been identified as true Rotala indica. It was also confused with Lindernia sp. India. Rotala indica is widely spread in the warmer regions of Asia and is very often found as annual weed in rice paddies. It has been introduced into other regions of the earth where rice is cultivated, e.g. in northern Italy. The immersed as well as the submersed forms of R. indica differ distinctly from R. rotundifolia. The leaves of R. indica are 0.5–1.7 centimeters long. Their immersed and submersed forms do not differ much, they are obovate to spatulate and have an obtuse tip. Typical for R. indica, and another difference to R. rotundifolia, is the cartilaginous leaf margin. With a strong magnifying lens or under a microscope it can be seen that the leaf margin is thicker and whitish transparent without chlorophyll. The submersed form of R. indica has a strictly upright growth habit, dense foliage, a relatively thick stem and not very ramified. Under sufficient light the shoot tip is reddish. The stems of the immersed form lie low on the ground. The tiny reddish flowers appear on short lateral shoots or in the leaf axils along the stem and have very small, inconspicuous petals. In contrast to these, the flowers of R. rotundifolia are quite distinct and upright spikes on the shoot tip. Rotala indica is a rather slow grower, and in the aquarium it has relatively high demands regarding light intensity and nutrient supply. Its almost pillar-like upright shoots are best planted as larger, individual group of stems of different length in the middle ground of a tank.